Hi guys, welcome to the channel. This video is going to be conversational. It's one of those times when I'll be talking more than actually showing you something. But today I want to discuss a very important topic and the problem, like lack of motivation and writer's block. And I want to start off with my own story. 2 years ago, when I was making my first album, I was so frustrated because I couldn't finish the tracks. It just didn't go. I just couldn't do anything, and I really was thinking about quitting. And I even talked to my dad, and he told me that you just can't make money with your music. You can't do music full time. And he was giving me some examples of his friends and his friends' friends, and that's not true. Nowadays, we have so many possibilities as a creator to make money with your music, with any other kind of content, any other kind of arts, with a help of social media like YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, and other cool platforms which will help you to make money with what you love to do. For example, as a music producer, you can sell your music, you can sell courses, you can what else? You can have gigs, etc. So as you can see, there are so many things you could do to make money with your music. And after that conversation with my dad, I was even more frustrated because I felt so bad. But as you can see, guys, I didn't quit. I'm here making that video for you because I want to share my experience and my knowledge so you can use it to solve those problems. I've made some notes about the reasons why you have the writer's block, why you lack motivation, and the ways you could solve those problems. At least those work for me. I'm sure you can find something which works for you, and today I really want to discuss that. Now guys, let's talk about the reasons why you can't make music. And the first one is you basically don't have energy. And imagine that you have a limited amount of energy every day, and for example, if you spend all that energy procrastinating, like social media, going out with your friends. I mean, you should go out with your friends, you should rest, you should chill, you should relax, but it should be limited. Because if you want to achieve something in music, you have to spend a lot of time making music, learning, making mistakes and stuff like that. So I want you guys to think like that. Every time you do something, for example, you are on social media, if you are just wasting your time watching memes, watching some stupid videos on YouTube, just think about that. You are wasting your time, you are wasting your energy, and it's so much better if you could use that time to make some music. The second reason why you can't make music is that you are in a wrong mood. And this is so important if you want to make good music, or actually any kind of art. You should be in harmony with yourself, with the rest of the world. And it's very important, as I mentioned, guys, when you start making a track next time, guys, try to be in a right mood. You should be happy, you should be motivated, you should be inspired. And believe me, guys, if you try to make the track in the right mood, it's just some kind of magic. Because I'm going to give you my example. Every time I start making a track, when I'm inspired, when I'm happy, every time it turns out with some unexpected results which are amazing. I'm just sharing how it works for me, and I'm sure it will work for you as well. And the last thing I want to talk about is the lack of motivation. And I know how it feels when you are doing something. For example, if you've done a track and you think it sounds bad, is completely okay, because we need to make mistakes if we want to improve, if we want to grow. And I'm going to tell you one thing, guys: if you are not doing anything, there won't be any progress. And our brain works like that. When we are making something and we get some kind of progress, we are growing, we get the dopamine, and after some time, when you get that thing and you start doing that, you'll get used to that and you will get motivation. But you really need to start doing something. You should not be procrastinating. You should not be just sitting and wasting your time on some useless things. It's just not how it works. Now, guys, I want to give you some advice and how to solve those problems. And my first advice is try to meditate. And I'm actually not kidding. When I've started meditating, I've really started to feel more conscious, more confident. You get less stress, you deal with stress much better, and it's very easy. Try to do 2 sessions, so 10 minutes each, when you wake up and before you go to bed. And I promise, guys, if you start meditating daily, you'll see a huge improvement, because everything is connected. The physical part, the mental part, it's the one thing. And if you have some mental problems with stress, with mood, with motivation, you just won't be able to do good music. That's why I'm talking about that. And if for some reason meditation doesn't work for you, you can try to find something which helps. So maybe you can play an instrument, maybe you can go out and do something. There are so many ways to deal with those problems. It's good if you could do something which is music related. So for example, if you were making a track and it didn't go well, for example, you could do some sound design session. You can play an instrument. You just need to do something. Basically, the idea is that you need to do something which will help you to get rid of that stress of those problems. And it's really good if this is music related, and if it's not, it's completely okay. You just need to find something which works, so you get back to the track, to the music, and you could start doing it. And if this doesn't help, then you could just chill and rest for a while, do something else. Maybe watch some YouTube, watch some Netflix, but make sure that you don't spend like a lot of your time on that. There always should be a balance between procrastinating and working, whether it's music or any other kind of work. And now, guys, I'm going to tell you the most interesting thing. I'm going to tell you the truth. The more experienced you get, the easier it will be for you to overcome the writer's block, to overcome the lack of motivation and all kinds of similar problems. As an example, when I was a beginner, when I was just starting, the reason why I couldn't finish my tracks was the lack of experience. I just didn't know how to do some things. And I'm sure many of you experience the same problem, the same thing right now. You just need to continue. You always need to be grinding and going and chasing that dream. I really hope, guys, that I can give you enough of motivation so you start doing that thing, so you really understand those concepts, those ideas. And it's a very common thing in arts, whether you are a musician, or you do some other kind of arts. It happens to everybody. Everybody have those days where they just can't do anything because they lack motivation, they feel bad, etc., etc. You should never give up. This is the number one rule in music production. how much time and money have you invested into the music? For example, I wanted to do music full time because it's the thing I enjoy doing the most. And if I have a bad mood someday and I get frustrated and I decide to quit, I'm just going to ruin everything. I think that was all for today, guys. All I wanted to share with you. And I really hope that I could give you some value. I could give you some useful advice so you could start using that and solve those problems. As always, thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you guys in the next one.